A contentious meeting at Rockford City Council. The debate over how to fund next year's city budget.
Plus a call for help, the need for more Santas for the Secret Santa Ogle County Facebook group.
And inspiring students to continue their education beyond high school. The scholarship program promising a big incentive.
Live from WTVO 17. This is Eyewitness News at 5.
Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Wendell Edwards. We thank you for being here.
Rockford City budget for 2026 is approved despite much debate by City Council.
Aldermen voted 7-6 in favor of passing the budget at last night's council meeting. While the plan doesn't raise property taxes, it does use funds from the city's Regrow grant program to fund a budget deficit. Regrow is funded by local cannabis taxes. It was intended to provide aid and support to businesses and individuals disproportionately hurt by previous state laws when cannabis was still illegal. Additionally, council members voted to approve the ban of the sale of products made from 7-OH within city limits. The drug is a synthetic opioid derived from the kratom plant. Mayor McNamara also gave a proclamation recognizing yesterday as World AIDS Day here in the city of Rockford.
In Rock County, a Janseville woman has died more than a week after being hit by a car. The county medical examiner says 65-year-old Suzanne Eddy was hit near East Milwaukee Street and Suffolk Drive on November 18th. She was taken to a local hospital where she died on Friday. No charges against the driver have been announced. Janesville police are still investigating.
A hospital in Ogle County is expanding its operations to further support those struggling with mental health.
3, 2, 1.
The Rochelle Community Hospital welcomed folks to its Behavioral Health Services Clinic this morning. It's a project that's been in the works for several years. The new clinic offers services like counseling and medication management. The hospital met with area businesses already providing similar services to discuss the need for more help in that area.
We talked with those businesses and decided there is a need. Even if we open up a clinic, there is enough in the community that we could help with managing those patients that aren't in crisis.
The ribbon cutting was today, but the behavioral health clinic has been open for several months.
Governor Pritzker signs a bill to increase vaccine access in Illinois.
The signing of House Bill 767 ensures that vaccine guidance in Illinois remains credible, transparent, and grounded in scientific evidence. The legislation gives our residents the tools they need: information, access, and coverage to protect themselves and their families from preventable illness.
The governor says the law will allow Illinois to respond to what he calls dangerous and anti-science actions at the federal level. It expands vaccine access by enabling pharmacists to administer flu and COVID shots to children ages 3 to 7 without a prescription. State-regulated insurers will be required to cover the shots. Pritzker says the state's vaccine efforts have already paid off. He pointed to a measles outbreak in southern Illinois that was quickly contained. Attorneys for former Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson are asking for a new trial. This comes after his October conviction of second-degree murder in the shooting death of Sonia Massey in her Springfield home in 2024. The defense claims the judge allowed evidence showing Grayson making disparaging remarks about Massey following the shooting. They argue the evidence shouldn't have been allowed as it does not impact the outcome of the case. They feel it was used to play on the jury's impartiality. An Ogle County woman is going above and beyond for her community. The woman behind Secret Santa Ogle County is at it again.
However, this Christmas season, she needs more help, more Santas. Eyewitness News reporter Stephen Lewandowski explains. Stephen.
Yes, Mimi, Wendell. Jennifer Hagan actually started Secret Santa Ogle County last year. This year, she needs more Santas. Secret Santa Ogle County served over 90 kids last year. This year, well over 100 requests were already made for assistance. Hagan had to close off present requests by Thanksgiving due to the lack of Santas. However, Hagan says that could change, but she needs more help.
The thought of having a child, one of my kids is, I've got twins that are 8, so in 2nd grade, knowing that Santa brought a PlayStation to their family and then they got nothing is heartbreaking. I don't want my families to be a part of this page and not be helped. So God willing, we'll get them taken care of.
Coming up at 6, we'll tell you how to be a Secret Santa. Wendell?
Thank you very much, Stephen. Machesney Park leaders are getting into the holiday spirit and encouraging residents there to do the same. The village is announcing its Best Decorated House Holiday Contest. It will recognize the one home in each of Machesney Park's 6 districts. Decorations should be up by the evening of December 12th to be considered. Village trustees will judge the homes that weekend, with the winners unveiled on December 15th. For more information, just head to the Village of Machesney Park's website.
Helping local students plan for their future. Risa Middle School held an assembly today all about Rockford Promise. It's a scholarship program open to any RPS 205 student with a 3.0 GPA. Those who qualify can attend Rock Valley College, Rockford University, Northern Illinois University, or St. Anthony College of Nursing, tuition free.
Rockford is an amazing community, and I think that we've really banded together. And so this opportunity was created by citizens who saw that only 2 in 10 in Rockford have bachelor's degrees, right? We want a thriving workforce. We want our students to have more opportunities than we had. And so when we let them know about this, when we tell staff about it, when we let parents know, we're not saying you have to go to college, but we are saying you deserve that option.
Each fall, more than 200 high schoolers are awarded a Rockford Promise scholarship.
The Powerball is growing. No one matched all 6 numbers from last night's drawing. One Illinois player did win $1 million after matching 5 numbers. The jackpot now, though, sits at $775 million, the second largest of the year and the 8th largest in the history of that game. The next Powerball drawing will be at 10 p.m. tomorrow night, or 10 p.m. tomorrow. Powerball encourages people to play responsibly. Illinois has more than $5 billion in unclaimed funds. That's why we are teaming up with the State Treasurer's Office to help match you with your money. Starting at 4 tomorrow afternoon, State Treasurer Michael Frerichs will be here in our studio with an iCash telethon. All you have to do is call in that day and representatives will help search for any unclaimed money or property in your name.
Big changes are underway at the Northeast Family YMCA.
When we return, a look at what the expansion will mean for staff and visitors.
And coming up tonight at 6, a court hearing today for Operation Midway Blitz. The arguments heard after a lower court ruled detainees should be set free.
Temperatures will hold pretty steady going through the night tonight thanks to the cloud cover and a southerly wind that'll be picking up. That'll make it feel chilly tomorrow, but temperatures actually starting off on the milder side. Could see a couple of snow flurries too, timing those out in the forecast a little later.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team, with Mimi Murphy, Wendell Edwards, Sports Director Scott Lever, and Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
The Northeast YMCA in Loves Park is getting ready for some big changes. Crews started construction on an expanded space.
Eyewitness News reporter Rico Holland is here to tell us what gym goers can expect. Rico?
So Wendell, Mimi, I went in today and you could already see a construction crew hard at work. The plan is to add 6,000 square feet of space for gym goers.
Loves Park Northeast YMCA is getting a big makeover. Work has already started to renovate and expand the facility's cardio and strength areas.
We are doubling the space of our cardio and strength center. So we're adding an additional 4,000 square feet and going a little over 10,000.
Executive Director Becca Hum says the new space will replace the previous UW Physical Therapy Center. The new center will include equipment with the latest technology to make the gym experience easier.
The eGym Start Smart equipment takes all the guesswork out of it. You sit down on the machine and it adjusts to you, to your height, to your weight, and to your strength. And so you don't have to worry like when the time is, and you can pick a plan that works for you.
The project is projected to cost $800,000. Along with the new eGym equipment, the renovation plans to expand on its existing strength and cardio center, adding new free weights and other typical machines. Hum says even with the new renovations, a big challenge still remains for gym goers.
We often say that the heaviest weight in a gym is the front door. The hardest part is to get here. Once you're here, it's like, okay, I can do this.
When the space is complete, this specific area will be open anytime, 24/7 to the public, giving people all the access to the new space.
We know that fitness is something that a lot of times people are trying to squeeze into their schedule, and making that more accessible is really important. So,
and gym goers can expect to see big changes throughout the building as soon as next week. The project is expected to be completed by late January. Wendell?
Rico, thank you. Temperatures are only going to get colder as we look ahead this week.
Oh no. When we come back, Candace will let us know just how cold it's going to get. It's coming up in our full forecast next.
Now, your first warn weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
A little chilly out there as we look live with our SkyTrack camera here up in Beloit. We're hanging on to the cloud cover, and those clouds will stick around as we go through the rest of tonight. Still a little haze and kind of some fog in some spots. That's really been sticking around, and we even had a few flurries earlier today underneath some of that cloud cover. And I don't think fog will be too much of an issue going through the night tonight because our wind will be increasing later on this evening. That wind coming in from the southwest, but with the increase in the southwest wind, we had a little breeze today, and I did notice some blowing snow over some of the roadways in the open and rural areas on my way into work here this afternoon. So we might see some blowing snow both into the night tonight, into tomorrow, and then again tomorrow night as the wind shifts around to the northwest. But we're thick in that cloud cover, and even if we're losing some of those lower clouds we've had today, it's being replaced by higher level clouds moving in ahead of our next cold front that'll come through during the midday hours tomorrow. That's tied into an area of low pressure that sits up north there in Hudson Bay. Temperatures 21 our number in Rockford, 22 in Freeport, 22 in Monroe. Janesville, you would be absolutely wonderful if you were up to 45, but I do not think that is your temperature. You were in the 20s the last hour. 19 right now in DeKalb. Same thing in Poplar Grove, and 18 our number out in Harvard. We've got a cold front that'll be passing through. It's an Arctic front, so behind that there is an Arctic air mass that sweeps through. Could see a couple of flurries after midnight, especially up north in Wisconsin, but that front comes through mid to late morning tomorrow. As it does, our winds will start off from the southwest, then they'll shift around to the northwest right around noon, 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Behind that, the wind will start to pick up, and I think we could see a few flurries or even a light snow shower there, kind of centered around the noon time frame, and then shifting down to the south during the afternoon and evening. Drier conditions then can be expected once we get into tomorrow night, but with high pressure settling in, our temperatures will drop quickly going into the night tomorrow and then heading into Thursday, which means overnight lows will fall back below zero. Wind chills will be down to about 15 below once you wake up Thursday morning. Now, I think the possibility, the wind will kind of lighten up during that time, so I do think it's possible that we see a little fog potential late Wednesday into Thursday, then perhaps again Thursday into Friday as the wind turns back around to the southwest and we pull in more moisture and we've got a little more cloud cover. But that source region for that cold sitting up to the north, well to the north, there's that low pressure system centered around Hudson Bay, the cold front trailing from that comes through tomorrow. Just look at the temperatures up north. So that's the type of air mass that we're going to be dealing with. Numbers that are well below zero here even at this hour. Now that cold is a quick burst of cold that really rushes in late Wednesday, sticks around on Thursday, but then retreats back north once we get into Friday. Unfortunately, it is going to stay a bit on the cooler side, and temperatures through the weekend will struggle to even make it above freezing. So look for those below average numbers to continue. Now let's talk about the wind. It isn't going to be necessarily strong Thursday morning, but just enough to push the wind chill factor down to around 15 below. Thursday evening, temperatures will drop quickly thanks to cooling with high pressure, but then our wind turns back around to the southwest. It'll pick up going into Friday, so our numbers will actually warm during that time heading into Friday morning. So we're 30 for tomorrow, big drop in that number, down to 3 below Wednesday night, wind chill 15 below Thursday morning, 11 Thursday afternoon. We'll get sunshine, and that may be the only day that we really see some sunshine here throughout the week, because we'll keep with the cloud cover and our temperatures in the 20s through the weekend.
Thank you, Candace.
Scott's next with sports.
We know the Bears-Packers rivalry can test some relationships. You'll learn why the Bears tight end might have at least one family member rooting for the green and gold Sunday.
Now sports with sports director Scott Lever.
The Bears are red hot right now, so hot the NFL wants them in prime time. Their home game against the Packers in a couple weeks at Soldier Field will be a 7:20 p.m. kickoff. That's Saturday, December the 20th. Now, don't confuse that with this week's game up at Lambeau Field. That one will start at 3:25 Sunday. This rivalry is personal for a lot of players and coaches on both sides, but no one has closer ties in this one than Bears tight end Cole Kmet does.
Look, my best friend who was in my wedding, he's a big Packers fan, and he still won't wear my damn jersey unless we're out of the country. He'll wear it out of the country. That's it. But my sister's boyfriend plays for them, Lucas Van Ness, and so there's a lot to it, and I have a lot of fun with it. It's spirited.
His sister's boyfriend is Lucas Van Ness. I did not know that. Hey, catch Sunday's game on Fox 39 at 3:25. The goaltender situation with the Ice Hogs and Blackhawks just got a bit more interesting and competitive. This morning, the Blackhawks assigned veteran goaltender Laurent Brossoit to the Ice Hogs on a conditioning assignment. He missed all of last season with a lower body injury. He has been very good when he's played. 2 seasons ago with the Winnipeg Jets, his record was 15-5-2. His goals against average was 2.0, and his save percentage was .927. If he can recapture that form, he'll be back up with the Blackhawks. Here's the game plan for Brossoit with the Ice Hogs this week.
Our job is just to get him back in game rhythm. He's going to get in the back of the net this weekend and get a handful of games, and then we'll go from there. But our job is to get him back, in game situations and get him up and going.
How much can his experience help the younger goaltenders here? I mean, could that be a plus to him being here?
Yeah, no doubt. I think just not that he has to say anything. A guy that's been around with a great career. Anytime you can have, whether it's a goalie or any position, it's nice when they're a good person, just watching how they prepare. It's my first time meeting him today, but you can tell he's a true pro.
The Ice Hogs will host back-to-back games against the Colorado Eagles this Friday night and Saturday night, so Brossoit will likely be in there at some point. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Our first morning interactive radar brought to us by Rockford Glass and More. Stays pretty quiet out there tonight. We've got cloud cover and a steady temperature, which will actually climb a bit going into the morning tomorrow. Winds will be picking up too, so you may notice a little blowing snow in some of the open and rural areas. 30 with a few flurries and a couple of light snow showers around noon, and then temperatures dropping by Wednesday night.
Thank you, Candace.
And thanks for joining us. We'll see you at 6.